Essentially, it's a trading apprenticeship, and from their website it says that you will be working on the trading floor, managing trading risk, raising capital and diversifying investments.
I came here one day, I sat down, and look at me now.
This video is kindly being sponsored by the Daily Upside. Sign up to their free daily business and finance newsletter by hitting the link in the video description below. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We hit 100,000 subscribers.
Wow, that's great, congrats.
Thanks to every single one of you. If you're new around here, don't be shy, come forward, hit subscribe. Today we're talking all things front office apprenticeships and the free investment banks that offer them, pay, deadlines and more. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. The three banks that offer front office apprenticeships are Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Standard Chartered. Goldman's offers a technology apprenticeship as well as a front office trading apprenticeship, both in partnership with Queen Mary University of London. The front office trading apprenticeship is 4 years long, and at the end of it you bag a degree in applied finance from Queen Mary, which is also a Russell Group university. The next intake is September 2022, so this year September, and the application deadline is Feb 27th, so next month. So if you're interested, make sure you apply. Also, it's based in London, so do keep that in mind. Similar to GS, JP Morgan offer a technology degree apprenticeship program, and they also offer front office apprenticeships. However, they were talking a lot about this in 2019 and 2020, but I've done some research online. I couldn't find any details on their front office apprenticeship.
I don't get it. What are you playing at?
Maybe you can do some searches and find the relevant applications and information. Maybe I'm missing something, but there's tons of information about a front office apprenticeship by JP Morgan over the last few years. Either way, on their website it says they do a technology apprenticeship and they do a financial services apprenticeship. For the financial services apprenticeship, towards the end of the program you're going to be required to submit a piece of coursework, and that goes towards contributing to you getting a degree in applied finance from Exeter University, which is also a Russell Group uni. Both Queen Mary and Exeter are good unis. They're not, you know, top 5, but they're both very good. Important to note, the apprenticeship programs at JP Morgan are based in Bournemouth and in London. So for those of you that, you know, want to get out of London, you've got Bournemouth. For those of you that want to stay in London, you've got London option. I think the London options are only for the financial services one, but don't quote me on that. If you want to apply to the JP Morgan apprenticeship programs, deadlines are fast approaching. January 31st is the deadline, so that's literally in a few days. Also, one thing I want to mention, for the back office apprenticeships at JP Morgan, all they ask for is 3 C's at A level. Not B's, not A's, just 3 C's.
Wow, really?
Yes.
So, you know, for those of you that feel like your uni grades aren't good, or you won't get into a good uni with your current A-level grades, apply for the apprenticeship. If you can get in with 3 C's, get your foot in the door. The most important thing is getting that foot in the door, spend a few years there, and then you can always move. Your career is long. I always tell people this. You can always move into the front office, middle office, etc. later on. Most important thing as a, you know, school leaver or a uni student or a graduate is you want to get your foot in that door.
I like to get my foot in the door.
Before we go on to the Standard Chartered front office apprenticeship, whether you're going to go to uni or not, it's always important to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of business and finance if you're interested in these types of roles and industries. And that's where the Daily Upside, today's sponsor, comes in. The Daily Upside is a free business and investing newsletter that over 200,000 people, myself included, subscribe to. It was actually founded by a former investment banking VP with the intention to provide color and clarity to help investors sift through the noise of the financial news space. Instead of pushing clickbait financial headlines and biased coverage that traditional outlets have gotten used to, the Daily Upside provides actionable insights and clarity on the stories shaping the business world. Every morning they deliver a morning brief followed by more detailed stories shaping the business world. I discovered the Daily Upside 3 or 4 months ago, and its daily briefs, insights and curated stories are definitely worth signing up for. Every morning it's about a 5-minute read that isn't afraid to dive into the hot topics and give real high-level unbiased analysis with the occasional wit to keep things interesting. In addition, they also have a weekend edition newsletter that goes a level deeper into niche industries. A few weeks ago they dove into the health and wellness sector, which covered everything from Peloton's M&A strategy to Apple's future in the fitness industry. As someone who looks to stay on top of the news to help create videos like this, I can't recommend the Daily Upside enough. Hit the link in the video description below to join over 200,000 other people who read the Daily Upside every morning. It's free, and if you don't love it, you can always unsubscribe. Now let's get back to the video. Some of you probably won't even consider applying to Standard Chartered because typically when you think of investment bank internships, spring weeks, apprenticeships, all of that, grad schemes, you're thinking Goldman's, JP, Citigroup, Bank of America, etc. But this is the sign that you should apply to Standard Chartered.
And why should I do that?
Why? Because they have similar opportunities that all the other investment banks offer when it comes to internships, grad schemes, full-time roles, apprenticeships, etc. So definitely don't write them off.
Okay.
The Standard Chartered Front Office Apprenticeship program is 3 years as opposed to 4 years. Essentially, it's a trading apprenticeship, and from their website it says that you will be working on the trading floor, managing trading risk, raising capital, and diversifying investments.
I came here one day, I sat down, and look at me now.
So basically, you're going to be on the trading floor, learning everything that a trader does, a salesperson does, so on and so forth. When it comes to applying for the Standard Chartered Apprenticeship, they say they focus on a candidate's potential as opposed to academic success or grades. They say that they would like to see that you're committed to your learning and development outside of your GCSEs. This is a prime example of why doing things outside of school and the world of academia is super important. Things like extracurricular activities.
You have your extracurricular activities, and I have mine.
Volunteering, part-time jobs, all these things that, you know, add a different dimension to you as an individual as opposed to someone that just studies and gets top grades. You know, it gives you more to talk about in your applications, and it helps when it comes to apprenticeship applications, spring weeks, internships, grad schemes, full-time roles. Throughout your whole career, people want individuals who do things outside of studying only. Now, one of the downsides of the Standard Chartered Apprenticeship is that you won't get a degree. So JP Morgan and GS, their front office apprenticeships get you a degree from Queen Mary and Exeter in applied finance, but the Standard Chartered one doesn't. However, the upside or the positive about the Standard Chartered one is that you do get qualifications. You get the CISI qualification, which stands for Chartered Institute of Securities and Investments. It's pretty well known in the industry, and then more importantly, you get your CFA level 1, Chartered Financial Analyst level 1 qualification. You do get some qualifications relevant to the industry, but you don't get a degree. That's something to think about. One of the other pros or benefits of the Standard Chartered Apprenticeship in the front office is that their salary is higher than that of the GS and the JP Morgan apprenticeships.
Show me the money!
So the GS and JP Morgan ones pay around 19-20k to their apprentices. Apprentices are what, 18 years old? And the Standard Chartered one, they pay £28,000 with room for growth over the 3 years. That's what it says on the website. Last but not least, applications close on March 11th, 2022. So you've got a good 2 months to kind of hash out your application and think about if you want to go ahead with it and prep for it. Personally, if I was in your shoes, if I just did my GCSEs and I'm deciding, do I want to go uni or do I want to do an apprenticeship? I'd apply to both university and I'd apply to all 3 of these apprenticeships and then see what happens with the applications and where they take me. And then if I get offers from all, you know, the unis and all the apprenticeship programs, then I'd have to make a decision. I'd have to weigh out the pros and cons and come to some sort of rational decision. But I feel for you because it's not going to be an easy decision. Good luck. The main debates from the apprenticeship side would be around earning potential, work experience and exit opportunities versus the university route, which offers the university experience for whatever that's worth to you, and the prospect of, you know, not sitting on a desk 5 days a week, 9 hours a day. You've got the rest of your life to do that. Why not just go to uni and meet people your age, etc.? Why go straight into the world of work, which can get boring after a while? Which do you think is the better option? Let me know in the comments below. And what would you do if you were in that position? Or if you are in that position? Do you know what you want to do? What are you having any struggles, any issues? Do you have any concerns? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Sign up to the Daily Upside using the link in the video description down below. Check out some of these videos and I will see you in the next video. Peace.